Hey fragrance fans, welcome to another video from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrances. Today we're going to be looking at Versace Eros. Versace Eros is a 2012 release and it's classified as an aromatic fougere. And I can see that it's kind of a modern fougere. What I like about it is that it opens up youthful and it dries down more classic and mature. The top notes listed for this fragrance are mint, green apple, and lemon. Let me go ahead and get me a blast of the opening here. I've got the dry down on my left hand. So what comes through the most to me off the top is the lemon is the most prominent, followed by the mint, and then the green apple kind of blended in behind it. There's some sweetness that follows from tonka. Middle notes are ambroxan, which gives it that kind of fizzy, sparkly, uplifting. It's what shoots it off the skin, makes it project. It's not metallic-y. There's a subtle, ambroxan can come across different ways. There's a subtle, maybe metallicness to this one. Geranium, I don't get a lot of geranium. There's Madagascar vanilla. I think it blends well with the tonka, just kind of give it a creamy sweetness. But then you've got this cedar and vetiver and oak moss in the base. In the opening, the first few minutes, again, you're getting the lemon, you're getting the mint and apple, and you're getting the cedar. The cedar's pushing it out. But it's in the background. It's going to come out later, more prominent. Now in the dry down, you get a very classic vetiver oak moss dry down with those subtle nuances that are residual from the opening. It's really nice. This is a huge popular fragrance with young people. I know this is my youngest son, who is about to be 18. It's his favorite fragrance out of my collection. And he's got a pretty good variety of fragrances that he likes. He likes some of my Guerlain fragrances, L'Homme Ideal. He really likes that one, the EDT. But this one's his favorite. And this is a great fragrance for going out with your friends, for getting attention. It's a big compliment getter without smelling like Dior Sauvage. To me, what it smells a lot like is maybe a more modern version of La Male or La Male, which I've got sitting back here in the background. It reminds me of La Male. Just a little more updated, a little more, goes in a little bit of a different direction, a little more lemon, and that green apple just changes up the top a little bit, although I believe they both share that mint note. I don't smell any lavender in Eros, which you do get with La Male. And that's interesting with it being listed as an aromatic fougere and there not being any lavender in it. But let me go ahead and do the star ratings for this. We go for projection, performance, price, and then the perfume. 1 through 5 stars, 1 being the worst, 5-star being the best. So projection, if you spray this, 4 or 5 times, that's what I call average spray. Light spray would be 3. I typically spray most fragrances. It has to be beastly for me not to spray 7, 8, 9, 10 times. I'm a heavy sprayer. Sauvage Elixir, I'm a 3 to 4 sprays, you know. So it just depends on the fragrance, but most fragrances, I'm gonna spray them heavy. I'm giving this one a 3.5 stars. It's a good projector. It lifts off the skin. People can smell it, and it projects well. Performance-wise is where I just don't get much performance out of it. It's not terrible. It's not like it's a cologne, 1 to 3 hours, you know. You're going to get 4 to 5 hours. And honestly, what I mean by that is 4 to 5 hours of good sillage, you know. It'll last longer, especially if you spray it on your clothes, you know. Others will be able to smell it on you. And honestly, it gets into that good, nice dry down. But it just doesn't perform as well. So I'm saying 2.5 stars on performance, kind of right there in the middle. Price, it's a good price. I think you can pick up like this is a small bottle here. I think it's a 50 ml, but you can get like a 200 ml bottle of Eros on discounters for, you know, $80 or so. These are usually priced in the, you know, you can pick up a nice sized bottle of Eros for 40 to 50 bucks. So it's a good price there. We're giving it 3 stars for price. And of course, my price, I always go by the going market price, not the retail price, but what you can buy it for at a reasonable discounter. And then the perfume itself is how well does it smell? I think it's a solid one, and I'm giving it 3 stars there. The opening, it's youthful, it's very good, it's unique. The dry down is really nice as well, in kind of a classic sense. So I think it's a solid 3 star. And when you factor all that up, that's what it comes out to. It's a solid 3 star fragrance, which is that's a really good fragrance, you know. 2.5 would be average. 3 star, you're looking at a really nice fragrance, and it factored out just a little above that. I think it's 3.25 or something like that. So I like Versace Eros. I think you can pull this off probably through your 50s. I mean, if you're a youthful type guy, I mean, anybody could wear this fragrance. So it's a nice one. Pick it up if you haven't tried it before. I'm going to be linking a Mercari store. I think I'm going to switch over from eBay to Mercari and start selling the decants as well as full bottles again. So there may be a link in the description of this video. If not, check out my future videos for that. All right, make sure you're subscribed, hit the notifications bell, and like this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about Versace Eros. Till I see you down the road, I say God bless. Frag on, Frag fam.